Sigourney Weaver in talks to join the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. This comes to us from Comic Flick News as well. So, the Star Wars universe is expanding its galaxy once again, as Sigourney Weaver is in discussion to join the cast of the upcoming movie set in the world of the Mandalorian and Grogu. This cinematic venture marks Lucasfilm's return to the big screen after 7 years since The Rise of Skywalker, and is one of the two films spun off from the Disney Plus series created by Dave Filoni. So yeah, Dave Filoni is obviously going to be the kind of shepherd now behind kind of the Star Wars Mandalorian series of movies going on the big screen that are coming up soon. But having Sigourney Weaver, you know, she's absolutely beloved by the public, most people. I don't know of anyone who doesn't like Sigourney Weaver. I mean, she's been in a lot of genre films, obviously in Alien, she's been in Avatar, you know, all these kind of classic sci-fi movies. And lending her name and her credibility and her acting talent to something like this, The Mandalorian and Grogu, can only go a healthy way to kind of bolstering the project and getting more people interested. It's definitely got me more interested in this project. Having a Sigourney Weaver on board, although she's in talks yet, guys, so take it with a pinch of salt. It says in talks, so, you know, that may fall through. She may be confirmed, you know, tomorrow or today, the fact that she's actually signed on. So we'll have to wait and see how that all works out. So what plot details for the movie remain tightly under wraps, fans eagerly anticipate the return of the beloved Star Wars characters. With Pedro Pascal, that guy seems to be everywhere at the moment, Pedro Pascal. You know, he's in The Last of Us, he's in Star Wars, he's in the Fantastic Four, he's just kind of all over the place, this guy. Pedro Pascal confirmed to reprise his role as the titular bounty hunter. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Weaver is currently in negotiations to join the cast, although specifics about the character remain undisclosed. So as for now, no official deal has been struck for Weaver's involvement in the Star Wars universe. Nevertheless, anticipation is high for her potential role in the film, scheduled for release on May 22nd, 2026. Filming for the project is slated to commence in June. Stay tuned for further updates as the Star Wars saga unfolds. Yeah, I mean, this is great news. I mean, this is, you know, like I say, Sigourney Weaver, I mean, she's loved within, you know, the genre type of movement, genre films, like Alien, like Avatar and stuff like that. And adding talent to your film is always a win. Sigourney Weaver, you know, she's a great actress. She's great world-class talent. And I'd be interested to see what kind of character is she going to be playing. You know, is she going to be another bounty hunter? Is she going to be like a Jedi or something? Or, you know, is she going to be a Force wielder? It'd be interesting to see what kind of character that they kind of write for her. But either way, she's going to go a long way to definitely improving this project. So, should Sigourney Weaver's casting deal be finalised? Like I said, guys, remember, it hasn't been finalised. It says in talks. It would mark another significant milestone in her illustrious career, starring in major sci-fi franchises. Weaver rose to fame with her iconic portrayal of Ellen Ripley in the Alien series. Everybody, you know, universally beloved in that series. Appearing in her first 4 films of the franchise, followed by her role in Ghostbusters series. In recent years, she has continued her trend by joining James Cameron's Avatar. I really enjoyed her performance in Avatar. I thought she was great in Avatar. One of the best characters in that series by far. Franchise as Kiri and Dr. Grace Augustine. So while details about her character in The Mandalorian and Grogu remain undisclosed, Weaver's diverse filmography offers intriguing possibilities. Like we were just talking about, you know, what kind of character is she going to be playing? A Force wielder? Is she going to be a Jedi? Is she going to be, you know, another Mandalorian type character? Is she going to be a completely brand new character from a new faction we've maybe never even heard of? Something original. That would be a first for Star Wars, wouldn't it? Coming up with something like different from what we already know, not just going back to the same kind of group of characters that we kind of just see in every single, you know, piece of media from Star Wars. So, known for portraying her both heroic and villainous characters, her past roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Defenders miniseries, and The Cabin in the Woods suggest versatility. Considering Giancarlo Esposito's portrayal of the formidable Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian, Weaver could potentially bring another formidable adversary to Pedro Pascal's titular character. Yeah, I didn't even think about that when I was just talking about potential characters she could play. Obviously, there's a villainous character she could be playing as well. She does a great job playing a villain. So, as speculation mounts, fans eagerly await further updates on Weaver's role in the expanding Star Wars universe. You say, yeah, we say expanding Star Wars universe, but it's not really expanding. It feels like Star Wars kind of concentrates on the same group of characters in every single movie, and it doesn't really move very far outside of this kind of circle of Star Wars central characters. You have the Skywalkers, and then it kind of expands out a little bit. And then obviously you have like little characters dotted around the Skywalkers, and they tend not to go too far outside of the circle. I think they're scared of, if they move away from characters that we actually know, then it just becomes another generic sci-fi movie. There's no recognizable characters in there. So I think that's maybe what they're a little bit worried about in terms of kind of expanding into new characters. So exploring different narrative angles, it's equally intriguing to envision Sigourney Weaver as an ally to Pedro Pascal and the enduring Baby Yoda. I think that's the only reason why people are really interested in this movie, to be honest, the fact of Baby Yoda in it. I want to see a bunch of enemies, right? And I want to see Baby Yoda use the Force, and I want to see him wreck fools. Absolutely. Everybody knows that his race of beings, I believe that they're called Tridactyls, if I'm not wrong. That's the kind of name that's given to them. They're like, obviously, when it comes to wielding the Force, they're super powerful with wielding the Force. I want to see Baby Yoda just wreck fools with the Force, just like throwing people about and just, you know, squishing people. And I just want to see him like absolutely wreck fools in one scene. Then I'd be happy. So, with the restoration of the Bounty Hunter's planet in The Mandalorian Season 3, the film could introduce Weaver as a pivotal figure in the Mandalorian hierarchy, potentially serving as a key advisor to Katie Sackhoff's Bo-Katan. However, until a deal is officially confirmed and plot specifics emerge, the possibilities for Weaver's role in the Star Wars universe remain wide open. Yeah, like I said, she's a world-class talent. She could play a villain, she could play an ally, she could pretty much play anyone she wants, and I'm pretty sure that Lucasfilm would be amazingly happy to sign an actress of her caliber into the movie. Like I said, it'll get a lot more people interested in what's going on. But, you know, because a lot of people are down on the whole Star Wars IP at the moment, after the dreck that we've been getting over the past few years. The Book of Boba Fett, man, like, every time I think about that, it just makes me want to kind of throw up. That gang of kids on those, like, the scooters, kind of like the Vespa scooters, like the Star Wars scooters. Like, what was that, man? It was so bad. Oh, I just can't believe it. They did Boba Fett dirty in that series, man. But we could talk about that all day long. But guys, that's where we are. So it looks like Sigourney Weaver's in talks to join the Mandalorian and Grogu. Are you interested in this Star Wars project? Do you not really care about it? Do you think this is a good casting if she gets signed on? A bad casting? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, pop it in the comment section. I can't wait to see what you have to say. As always, I thank you so much for being here, for joining in the conversation, checking out my content. It means a lot to me, guys. If you do want more of these videos, hit that like and that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.